Holy cow, we're down to 2. And my last hour, so I've timed this beautifully. I'm so proud of myself for committing to this. Because whatever, it's done. And now I'm going to have new experiences. So we've got 2 left. I mean, I kind of know exactly the 2, but we'll see the order. You know the order before I do, which is awesome. I just want to thank everybody for just being so grounded and being so with me during this little Aquarius series. Like, it's just a little gift. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a little amazing gift. And I know that the readings are amazing. Excuse me, and they resonate. So here is to the second to last, but certainly not the least, Libra! Yes! I'm so excited to do Libra's reading. This is going to be super exciting. Libra! Libra and Aquarius season, we love that. I mean, I'm a 3rd decan Aquarian, so we love Libra undertones. We love a Venusian undertone. That's what I'm feeling. Like, I'm just feeling that. I'm just feeling that for Libra. So I just want to thank you, Libra, for being here and for allowing me to connect with the energy of Libra. I mean, whether you feel that internally, you've been dealing with it a lot externally, like, this message is for you. If you chose this for you, whatever. Not my problem. Okay. So beautiful. So beautiful. So amazing. I love the integrity of this channel, I tell you what. So we've got, oh my God. So we're going to call that in reverse. So we got chaos to change in reverse. And the body center, Dan June. Hello. That's what we've got, Libra. And then we've got the body mid-back. So let's see what we've got. So we've got 8, which is the strength card. Let's see. Chaos to change in the contrary. So, Libra, here's your message. You resist change as a matter of course, rarely giving the unknown a chance to conceive you of its positive outcomes. Stop resisting and let the infinite guide your way. Libra, I want to just start by saying, I'm not even coming for you. I am right there with you. This whole series right now is quite literally me letting the infinite guide my way forward because I am so resistant to change. I have been so around the block about this channel and about the ethics of tarot and YouTube and reaching a message and blah, blah, blah. And I can find a million reasons to not let the infiniteness of what I could be guide me forward. And I've seen so many examples externally of people who just do that. And at the very least, their problems may not get any better, but they are acknowledged for like they intended to be seen and that's what they were. So at that, I could at least learn from that. So Libra, this really feels like it's really resonating right now. It says, rarely giving the unknown a chance to convince you of its positive outcomes. Libra is realizing like in the past, like you never, like when it comes to the unknown, you automatically assess like struggle bus. Libra is coming from a place of like, yeah, if I don't know what's going to happen, it's going to be bad. Like, and that's programming. And that's what Aquarius season is really trying to alleviate for you. And not just Aquarius season, but this Aquarius age for Libra energy is really starting to allow, like, you know, sometimes the universe does the positive outcome wants to convince you that it's going to be positive. So we've got to also look for those signs, Libra, of positivity, but that's also being open to the unknown as possibly, like we know, like I feel like Libra's like, no, we know the part of the unknown that could end up blowing up in our face and fucking our whole shit up, but we don't actually know the part of the unknown that could lead to an extremely positive outcome. Stop resisting and let the infinite guide your way. If you don't, the chaos will ultimately wreak havoc, shaking you out of your complacency. And that's exactly what happened. You see what I mean? Like, I know for myself that I was letting my own complacency, like, actually shake me and, like, cause me to have trauma this morning and be scareful of my own, like, shadow and what I don't take initiative on. And today I did it. And I'm better because of it. And I'm better for it, right? Because I said, you know what? I'm going to take this chaos and I'm going to incite change because I'm only experiencing chaos if I'm waiting on a change that should have been happened, Libra. You should have been had this, Libra. You see what I mean? The body center. So that's what we're really going to tap into, Libra, is this phenomena of change and how we can really support you through that. Let me see if I can find my passage. So yeah, Libra, this is going to be a pretty amazing... The body center. This place in your body is an aperture of energy that is fed by a spiral of energy that communicates to you your cosmic lineage. It is a portal into the past. It is a control mechanism for your breath and your energy to expand and intensify in power. It is a release point that can be utilized at will. If you have drawn this card, it calls you to find the power of your center, to draw upon that power from a place not of chaos, but of stillness. For in your stillness, your power is born. Take stock of your situation before moving into action. Do you see what I mean? So it says, if you have drawn this card, it calls you to find the power of your center, right? And that's really what it is. It's like sitting straight up. Like, I am sitting here at my desk and I could think of a million things. Like, I could go and try to make money quick or try to figure out, like, how could I be useful today out in the world? But then I sat here and I really realized that, like, when I sat down and I found my center and I just communicated from my center, like, that has a bigger reach. And I, trust me, am someone who was so reluctant to the unknown. I'm so reluctant to the internet in the ways that it can spread my message or spread and give me back in equal balance the amount of work that I'm putting in. And I feel like when I sat down today and I actually did this work and I was really just like embodied in what I was doing, it really made all the difference for me. And so, Libra, I'm right there with you when I say I get that it seems like, God, there's a million reasons for me to not think that this is going to turn out for me well at all. But I'm here to tell you that the bottom of your deck says mid-back. The mid-back is our point of flexibility between the upper and lower body. It is where we hold unacknowledged feelings of failure and responsibility. You see what I'm saying? At the same time, this area of the body is the rear of the solar plexus, the exchange point between the above and the below. It speaks of relationship, creativity, and self-expression. This card asks you to consider your clarity. Are you on target with yourself, or are you feeling thick and heavy from hiding your true feelings from yourself? Are you compromising too much, or have you found balance between your cosmic self and your very human being? Only you know the honest answer to those questions. Isn't it fucking crazy that I just told you, Libra, that this was all about, like, have you found that balance? Because my cosmic self has such a message. It's like, I just open my mouth and I just feel like I'm not thinking about, there's nothing cognitive about what the hell I'm thinking right now or how I'm sharing these messages. It's just a soul knowledge that just keeps going. And I just feel like for Libra right now, like we are at this place where, I'm going to use the Venetian Tarot, where we have to, Libra, just, I get it, Libra, you are the balances and you have a lot of reasons to be apprehensive to the unknown, but you are, after all, an air sign and you are a cardinal air. And we need you to really take that energy and ignite, center yourself, find the stillness, and really understand that any chaos you see in your life is the place where you're delayed to change. Like, chaos is not just raining afoot in your life. It is the places that are long overdue for a change. I felt that this morning, Libra. And I was only feeling chaos in my financial sector because I need to change it. And I don't know if that's going to help for anybody, but I'm just being transparent. Like, I have to do something. I have to fucking do what I have the energy for. It may not be the same things, but like there are certain things that I know I need to do in order to just have what I need to be okay. And I've got to keep trusting. I've got to keep trying for that. And of course, the first card out is the Nine of Pentacles, right, Libra? Like, this is what I mean. Trusting that if you jump into a change, if you actually go to the unknown, if you stop being so scared of it, you might actually find out that it's got all of your fucking independence and stability. Like, that's what I mean. Like, you are so much stronger than you know, but only the unknown at this point can help reflect back to you how much you really deserve for how strong you are. Only the unknown can do that, because nothing you know right now can give you back what you deserve. So that's why you have to satiate this hunger with actually opening up to something that could possibly be as big as it is, because I feel like Libra's in a small world right now. Libra's like looking at a world of their own making and is looking around and doesn't really feel like their potential is really reflected. And so that's the perfect indicative of, like, it's starting to get chaotic because it's time for you to really jump for something bigger. You know what I mean? A bigger audience. You see what I mean? It's time for Libra to have a bigger audience. Libra, you've always deserved a bigger audience. What? You're the Nine of Pentacles. You are the realest deal. You've built something up that has real fucking value, Libra. And if you're not in front of the right people who can pay top dollar for that, you're just going to go home and you're just going to constantly watch other people take your opportunities while you're sick, shut in, and left out. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how else to get this out here. I don't know how else to have this prepared. I don't know what else I need to really do, but I do know that having this series prepared for what is I'm being asked, and I'm following that very closely just so that I can really change my own life. Because look what's coming in. This is exactly what I'm saying. You have to know that you need a bigger audience and align yourself to a bigger audience. Like whatever you think you're doing, the things that are right in front of you are not big enough. They're not big enough. And you need a much bigger audience to be able to bring in what you perceive is coming into you. You're right. In the ether, you're seeing it. In Kether, you're seeing what is coming down to you. You see how big you are. You see your potential. You see the King of Cups in yourself. But who's got ships big enough to funnel in your whole vision? You know what I mean? To funnel in your whole vision, Libra. More of this, 5 of Cups. You see what I mean? Because I feel like we've known all too well. Like, it's like you need to know both aspects of this. You need to know the person that's rejected from the unrequited because they're either just irrelevant or whatever. They're the 3rd cup, the 3 cups. But this, like, when, like, Libra, you need, like, Libra is learning that discrimination. Libra is really learning, like, if people are not where, people are choosing where they want to be. You don't have to protect or save anybody. You don't have any obligation to anybody to play some role or to keep yourself small. You don't. You don't. Libra, you don't need to keep yourself small by trying to spend all your time trying to pull people out of the water with your intellect. Your intellect is meant for stadiums. Your intellect is meant for a much larger audience. And I mean that in the most balanced of ways. I mean that it could be bigger than what you're limiting it to be. Meaning it could be completely different people. It doesn't mean thousands of people you're going to touch, but I just mean your impact can be bigger. Your impact is bigger and you need to have alignment. You need that to be bouncing off of something that thinks bigger of itself. And this is also Libra realizing with this 5 of Cups is like, Libra, you're going to make a choice very soon here to commit to the thing that's going to advance you because there's nothing else. Like, you're at the end of your rope. It's just going to get chaotic because you have to change. You're realizing that this is just a part of it. Like, I don't really have a choice in this change, whether I wanted to stay comfortable where I was or not. I don't have a choice in this change because this is actually who you are. It's just naturally what your vitality is. So you're going to have to make this decision and hurt some feelings. Some people are going to have to go away crying because they're not big enough. That's not your problem. It's not your problem that this isn't aligned to what your vision is or what you're trying to do. Your goal is to make sure that you can assess that if this is the sun, if I'm connecting to my source energy, then like I deserve source payout. You know what I mean? And in comes immediately when you make the decision, the offer, the love that is bigger, the love that encapsulates, the love that moves you forward, the love that was hidden in the unknown. And there you are, Libra, ending your own fucking reading right there with the Justice, and it completes the cycle. You have been waiting for an offer that matches you, but you were yet, the reason the offer comes in is because the universe is waiting on you. You're the one keeping around old dead shit, old shit that doesn't resonate, old shackles. And you've always been hot. They've always wanted you. They've always wanted you, but it was just about whenever you're ready to have the justice and complete this cycle and be done with this. Whenever you're just sitting there thinking about how valuable you are, but yet only dreaming about the heights it could go to and the ships that could come in. And it's like, no, you really have a part in this. You can really choose to take the offer that's coming your way. Choose yourself. Choose to not limit yourself just because of your loyalty or wanting to balance your environment or your friend group or your job or whatever. Don't just stay there because you want to play the role of balancing. That's not what you're here to do, Libra. That's not what you're here to do. You're here to balance out your soul's work. And if your soul's calling you forward to something bigger to elevate you, God needs to know that you're choosing that, that you're committing to the changes that are inevitably going to follow. And when that all happens, Libra, oh my God, the justice you feel that rains down that only you could provide, Libra, it ends the cycle. You graduate and you will never be back in this space again because you're going to be moved on to literally I'm hearing like a new tax bracket, like a new, and it's going to be the kind of thing where you're going to look back and be like, wow, I spent all this time getting okay and comfortable with, this isn't at you. Like, if you personalize me following my happiness, then that's just you being goofy and weird. And that's why you don't really have to care about that, Libra. You don't have to care about how it feels to other people when you're following your happiness and that's all you can be guided to do. Whatever, because you choosing love and living in the resolve of love and living in a way that makes you feel loved and cared for and accounted for, brings in the people who see that you do that and want to connect with that. And then finally, some of that justice that was owed to you that is you haven't been allowing to happen can really rain down. And the truth of who you are is really seen. And then you can finally start living your life when everything, because I feel like with Libra, this is what I would tell you, you can't even live your life until you properly are being responded to. I really feel that way. You do, but it's you don't even know living until you actually have the stimuli in your life that God really needed you to have. And God being the phenomena, the changes that are already happening, that have brought things into your life that you keep disallowing. You know what I mean? This is like Libra getting out of its own way and being like, yeah, it needs to be a bigger audience for me. And that's okay. And I don't have any real qualms about any of that. You know what I mean? And I just feel like with Libra, that's like really the message. And it's like, there's nothing about the shortness, but if I could channel one thing to Libra, it's about like this pivotal decision to be like, no, I'm going to stay with my Two of Cups because that's what's always had my back. The thing that actually for me is where I love, like, don't be upset when you get opportunities because you're acting out what you truly love. That may not be authentic for other people, but it's authentic for you. And because it's authentic for you, that's why this offer comes in. This admiration, this level of response to the stimuli you're finally putting out, that gives you the justice that you need to keep committing to this path that you're on. Because you do it already. You create, you live out your highest timeline. You're trying to be true to who you are. You've achieved all of this. You really have. But no more just dreaming about what it would be like if there was an audience looking back, or what it would be like if the ships came in, if they came in, if I chose me, like, yeah, but I could never, like, you know, like, this is being worried about everybody else but you, when everybody else is worried about them, and you're worried about you're also worried about them. So nobody's worried about you, but you are worried about them. What has that gotten you? Feeling rejected, watching other people take and do the things that you also know you can easily do. There's abundance for everybody. So Libra, this is where we set those healthy boundaries and realize that if it's time to elevate and you feel called to elevate, it's your right to elevate. And you can do that respectfully. You have the ability to discern and to face things and decide with your sword, with your gavel, what is just in the situation. You know, is it that the people around you are not aligned to the path that you're on so they can really go? Is it that there's some other delicate balance that you can strike? Regardless, like, make sure that you are prioritizing you first and prioritizing the graduation that's available for you now, because you really don't want to just dream about the big stadiums. You want to connect the vision. So amazing for you this Aquarian season. I'm looking forward to this new age for Libra, because Libra wants to live out what it can create, and that's your birthright. And I'm so excited for you. Thank you so much for letting me channel your energy, Libra. Shortest but to the point and probably the most powerful, and I'm really excited. I think this is much needed news. So be blessed.